Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had an awesome New Year's break. One thing that hasn't taken a break is the Pokemon market. It's still gone absolutely crazy as anticipated. You can never anticipate the level of craziness or how quickly prices can accelerate, but here we are. Everyone's sort of looking at Prismatic release that's coming soon. They're seeing what's happening in Scarlet and Violet, like sets like Paldea Evolved, sets like Obsidian Flame, Surging Sparks, even Prismatic pre-release. Prices are going crazy across the board. And recently we're seeing Fusion Strike basically double overnight. So that just begs the question now, like, what Sword and Shield set is next? Let's look where not many people are looking. Sets are starting to take off, and there are things that I've noticed. I wanted to go over some Sword and Shield sets with you all today. Before I get into the video, I just want to say if you haven't joined the Facebook community on Facebook, I will leave the link in the description. And we've also got some awesome things going on in the Discord community. We have an upcoming claim sale this Sunday, which Discord members get early access. And there's always some awesome conversations going on with plenty of other perks in there. So if you're interested in that, there's also a link down below. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So I want to start off at Battle Styles, and I will work my way up from here. And the reason why I'm starting at Battle Styles is because it is the first set to have alternate art cards in the Tyranitar V. This was the start of the art era, and we are in a phase of the market where everyone's just looking for stunning art. So the art is commanding the money, whereas in previous cycles we've seen a lot of the money pour into vintage cards, but we're not seeing that this time. So let's focus on this and what opportunity may be coming, or opportunities that are here right now in the Sword and Shield era. So not many people are really looking at these sets. They are going under the radar, but there are some big moves happening. So that's what I want to point out today. And Battle Styles, I believe, is an awesome opportunity. And why I think that is because we always get this boring part where we have a pump, you can see here, and then we have this phase where we go sideways. So I'll show you with sets as we go on that how much the sets have already broken out of that range. Battle Styles is the only one that is still just on the verge of breaking out. And again, I don't expect Battle Styles to go to 1000 AED or 800 AED like Fusion Strike's doing. I don't expect that to happen now, but I still can see Battle Styles where it's $400-500 a box. Australian, I'm talking, not USD. In the near future, or at least by the end of the year. So if we do focus on the percentage gains, there's still a lot of money to be made in Battle Styles, and we can see here. So let's focus on some numbers here. So current quantity, there's only 82 for sale on TCG Play. There's only 40 sellers. So 40 sellers have 2 boxes each. There's not a lot out there. So anything under 100 boxes can move pretty quick, and it only takes an erratic move to the upside for people to start clearing out boxes and get excited about it, no matter how or what they think about the set. So Battle Styles for me is still an awesome opportunity right now, and I do see the train leaving the station on this one, because I did have a look myself, locally, and there's hardly any boxes out there. So Battle Styles for me, the start of an era, something that no one is really talking about, and you probably won't hear people talking about Battle Styles because it didn't get a really good rap. But I just see the opportunity. I don't get emotionally involved in the cards in the set or what the set is. I just look at data. I look for opportunities, and I want to share it with everyone here. So Battle Styles for me is an awesome opportunity. Moving on to Chilling Reign. Now Chilling Reign, I spoke about Chilling Reign for a long time. It has the second highest set value in the Sword and Shield era. So it's sitting in between Evolving Skies, which is over $7,000 Australian, which is crazy. We all know what that's done. But Chilling Reign sitting at around $2,200. Just to compare, Fusion Strike is below that. It's just above 2,000 AUD, and we've seen what happened with Fusion Strike now. So Fusion Strike's gone up to 700-800 AUD, which is in the 400-500 USD range. So we still see Chilling Reign trailing behind, even though the cards in the set are worth more if you were to collect a master set than what Fusion Strike is. So it is on the move. In America especially, like, people are seeing the value now that I've been talking about for the last year with Chilling Reign, and I bought Chilling Reign all through here, and I was very vocal about it in my community. I put out public buy posts that I wanted Chilling Reign and other Sword and Shield sets because I knew what was coming next. So again, this is a lot of time. We've got here April all the way until November. So around 6 months where it was just boring and no one was really talking about it or buying any sword and shield. It's the same pattern in all these sets I'm about to show you. And I do buy sets before this as well. I just don't like buying sets when it's going really parabolic like we're getting now. That is a time for me to sell some of my position. As I always talk about on every video when I show charts, this is accumulation. This is when you want to be selling because it's the most liquid, everyone's looking for it, and everyone's prepared to spend money in this point. Same with here, everyone's prepared to spend. So if you bought, we don't see it on the chart, if you bought down here when it was boring and cheap, you could take advantage of this, and then we can reload here again if you wanted to buy more, if you didn't get in here. This is accumulation territory because, I know that the market conditions coming are going to be what we're in now. I picked that just because I study economics, I study cycles, so I'm able to pick, what conditions are going to be coming, in the near future to be able to accumulate here, to know that there's a big move coming. So that's what I want to point out as well. So chilling rain again, the train is leaving the station. Everyone's looking for it now. We see current quantity 72, only 27 sellers. There's hardly any online. So congratulations if you bought chilling rain here. But again, it's very hard to find this, and, paying prices of what they're selling for now. Again, I'm not saying that it can't go higher, but it just becomes more risky and there's less of an opportunity the higher it goes right now. So again, moving on, Evolving Skies. Again, this set just keeps going up and it is no surprise to me. We see the accumulation range here. 600 USD Evolving Skies. Everyone's, thought that was expensive. I think this is going to go to 3, 4, 5,000 AUD quite easily. Because again, when you look at data and you look back at, say, Sun and Moon era, you see what's leading in Sun and Moon, which is Team Up, and Team Up's $4,000-$5,000 AUD a box. Yet the set value is, half or, in between a half and a third of what Evolving Skies is. So there's still room to grow in Evolving Skies. We can see it's actually got one of the higher amount of boxes available on the market. So there are people that still have this set and are taking advantage of this latest price hike. So again, still an opportunity in the long term, but again, we are moving, we're breaking out. How much further can it go? Nobody knows, it's anyone's guess, but I can still see us going, a little bit more than what we are now, and then just having a little break like we are here. So you're going to get this boring phase again after the run up, slight dip maybe because we're overheated. And yeah, like this is people cashing in on, taking some profit, let's say. So yeah, Evolving Skies again, I see the opportunity in it, but if you want an immediate gain, you're probably going to be looking elsewhere, like I pointed out with Battle Styles. So Fusion Strike, for some reason this chart's busted. It won't show what's happening now. So I use the 3-month chart because that paints a clear picture of the last 3 months. We can see up 121% in 3 months, which is absolutely crazy. Like, we're talking huge gains on cardboard here. Like this, again, it's not unheard of. It does happen often, but when you try to explain this to someone else that doesn't know, Pokemon cards or trading cards, they just think it's, it's unreal, and it is. It's awesome gain. So, if you're in it, for that side of things, in the investment, you want to make a bit of money, it's an awesome alternative investment. So, yeah, just again, self-explanatory. Fusion Strike, it's taken off. I think we're topping out now. I can't really go too much further. What's going to happen now is people who sell up here that took advantage of this spike, they're going to be looking at other sets that they can buy before this happens. So again, like just off the top of my head, what I went over before, Chilling Rain, which is happening now, Battle Styles and the sets I'm about to show you, Brilliant Stars, Astral, Radiance, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, all those sets are what people are going to be looking at to put their money in next. So they're going to spend their gains or all their capital, they're going to recycle it back in anticipation that this is going to happen with another set now. So again, that's why I think Fusion Strike is topping out, because the money is going to go elsewhere now. So again, if you're buying up here, don't expect gains. But yeah, other sets I'm about to show you, you could be just on time or just a little bit early. But again, it's, this opportunity, the market's moving so quickly. The opportunities and the windows of opportunity, I should say, are getting smaller and smaller. And as soon as people see that, these prices are going up, everyone's jumping on board. Like even my website, everything's selling. I can't keep anything in stock. I don't put all my stock online. Pro tip, if you don't have tools to control price on your website from people buying you out. Do not put all your stock online because you'll miss out on the next move up. So that's just a little pro tip if you got a store. Let's look at Brilliant Stars. Again, you see the same thing: run up, correction, and then the accumulation period. Again, I bought a lot of Brilliant Stars. I did buy a lot of Brilliant Stars from America too early on when they got the reprint, because the price was a lot cheaper than what they were locally, just taking advantage of international markets there, which are always changing. Another aspect of trading cards to look at. We are a worldwide market. Products are accessible all over the world, so it isn't a bad idea to broaden your horizons outside of your country or state or whatever your comfort zone currently is. So again, not without caution, do be careful out there, but yeah, it is very lucrative if you know what you're doing. So Brilliant Stars, what I want to point out with Brilliant Stars now is, so no one's really talking about Journey Together because it's being overshadowed by Prismatic Evolutions. So once that comes out and people start looking forward to Journey Together, which is our English version of Battle Partners, which has gone absolutely insane in Japan, it's gonna be the return of Trainer Pokemon. And why that's important is Brilliant Stars is the first set to get Trainer Gallery. And when I think of Trainer Gallery, I think of Trainer and their Pokemon. So what could happen here is, once people start talking about Journey Together and the Trainer Pokemon, this could spark interest in the Trainer Gallery series of Sword and Shield, which is Brilliant Stars and up. So Brilliant Stars, Astral, Radiance, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest all have a Trainer Gallery, and that's also inclusive of Crown Zenith, which I'm not going to show you here, but that's also making some big moves in the market. So something to keep an eye on and something to just keep in the back of your head, that people can easily talk about Brilliant Stars and above because of the cards in it. The Trainer Galleries are awesome. So I think when people start talking about that, could shine a light on these other Sword and Shield sets. So that's a catalyst that no one's really talking about. But again, I bought a lot of Brilliant Stars, even down here. So I caught this first, this wave here when the reprint happened in America. I bought up heavy. I did take advantage of selling here, and I am taking advantage of selling a little bit here. But I still hold a decent position in Brilliant Stars because I really like the set. A bunch of Charizards, first Trainer Gallery, with all the evolutions. There's 2 Umbreons, there's, Espeons, there's Eevees, there's all those awesome cards in there that no one really talks about these days. So that's one to keep on your radar. And again, Brilliant Stars, I think, can do a Fusion Strike quite easily. It could hit 800 AD a box quite easily. We're sitting at around 400 currently, if you can find them. And we can see, again, under 100 boxes on TCG. Current seller is 29. So the boxes, the quantity out there is getting lower and lower. And, that's when you're going to see everyone really FOMO into when, stock's getting scarce, you can't find it, people are prepared to pay higher prices. And again, when influencers or people on YouTube with a big following start talking about these things and making connections to things like Trainer Pokemon that's upcoming in Journey Together, that just sparks interest and people just start looking, at what else they can jump on. So Brilliant Stars for me is an awesome opportunity if you can find boxes at around 400 AUD currently. Astral Radiance, another one no one's talking about. It's also in a premature breaking out stage. It hasn't really taken off, but it is. We are breaking out, as you can see here. So accumulation range, as you can see, it's hard to see with these bubbles popping up, but this middle range here is our accumulation phase before the last run up. And because we're broken out of this 181 range, which was, the resistance, that is the breakout. This is when price goes parabolic, like it is here. So this is the next phase of, Astral Radiance price movement to the upside. So again, this is one of the cheaper boxes out there. We're just above 200 USD. They're around 300 AUD in Australia. And again, Astral Radiance, not the best set in terms of set value or popular Pokemon. You do have the Machamp, I believe, the Beedrill. There's a couple of nice cards in there. But again, they're not a huge draw card, but it's still going to be a set that people go to when there's nothing else that's affordable. People are going to be thinking, well, what set is next? What can I still buy that's cheap? And just for an example, you've got sets like Rebel Clash, Vivid Voltage, all those earlier sets, and Sword and Shield base. Sword and Shield base is like $500 AUD booster box. It's not that great, but just because of the scarcity factor and people want it for their collection, they're prepared to pay higher prices because there's nothing on the market. So that's the price people command to let go of one of those boxes. So again, 55 on the market on TCG. This is actually lower. Yet we see the price only $200 for a booster box. Again, this is data that you can all look at. Something to keep in mind that this is an opportunity right now before people start talking about it. And I'm only a small channel. You know, you're not going to get thousands of people looking at my channel right now. So it is a good channel to follow right now to get in on this action before the masses find out. So yeah, Astral Radiance for me is an opportunity. Lost Origin, great set. Probably just trailing Fusion Strike in terms of value. Giratina V, awesome card, doing huge numbers as well, especially in a PSA 10. And again, taking off. This is going to catch Fusion Strike. We are going to see Lost Origin on par with Fusion Strike, in my opinion. You can see accumulation phase here. We have broken out. We are going higher. Again, it's going to stop eventually, but if you can find Lost Origin around $500, again, I don't buy Lost Origin at that price. I've done my buying way back down here because I've been in the market so long. I've learnt my lessons from previous cycles, and I'm much more prepared now, which is what I try and teach people who follow me or now in the Discord. I'm more hands-on in there. It's for people who want an edge on the markets. It's for people that want to learn the business or investment side of Pokemon or other TCG, just that side of things. So that is an awesome community that's growing and flourishing right now, and we continue to build there. We continue to add to it and refine everything every day. So that is just a project that myself and others that are involved are very passionate about, and it's just there to help people understand these markets and movements a lot better. We do look for opportunities in the markets like this. I go way more in depth about opportunities I find, and I'll show you on the screen things that I post, before people start talking about it and jump on it. Like, we're early. People are jumping on it, and we're making money. So for the small entry fee that you pay for Discord, like, there's so much value there. There is a free trial if you want to check it out. So there is no obligation to stay. So yeah, come check it out. It's growing. It's something that's really cool that's happening, especially if you're in an Australian community that's Australian focused. There's nothing out there like it, I believe. So just something to check out if you want to check that out. But yeah, again, Lost Origin, I still think it's an opportunity. But again, in saying that, the higher these prices go, when we're in this phase of up, this is when it gets dangerous, because we do get a peak and then we do get a correction. So you don't want to buy the top. And again, it just gets too risky when it comes up here, but I still think Lost Origin is going higher. Take that as you will. I'm not telling you to go buy Lost Origin right now, but I'm just telling you that I do believe we are going higher. And if you do have an even longer term approach, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the track, all these booster boxes I'm talking about are going to go to 1,000 plus. Well, majority are. So again, it just depends on your plan or your idea of how you want to invest or play this market. So last but not least, Silver Tempest. Again, I think one that's very under the radar. I do like Delugia. It is an awesome card. I've always spoke about it. It's got a really good trainer gallery as well. Silver Tempest does. There's some awesome cards in there. Still relatively cheap. And again, I did make a video on a formula that I created that goes over Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon and other sets. I created the formula based on price of the booster box, the time in the market since the set release, and the set value of the set, and it does work pretty well. So go check that out if you haven't already. It's something that you can do at home pretty easily, and it has been fairly accurate in predicting what's an opportunity and what's not. So Silver Tempest was always an opportunity for me, and I just spoke about that before or just now because Silver Tempest hasn't had the time in the market as long as other Sword and Shield sets. Obviously it was the last one to be released, so the time factor there is holding this set back, and the set value isn't as great as the others, but I still think that a lot of cards are undervalued in this set. So that is just something to think about, and we are already breaking out of Silver Tempest, so that move's happening right now. And again, 104 boxes on the market, not too many, 47 sellers. So it's a lot of sellers compared to the boxes out there. So there's not sellers with hundreds of cases selling this. It's just a couple of boxes here and there, which tells me it's really drying up. So all those people that said Sword and Shield was overprinted and never go up, well, look what's happening. Like, this happens every single time. Don't listen to those people. Stick to the right communities that have the right information and people that have been around in markets for a very long time and have done the wrong thing before and learnt from their mistakes, that's me. So make sure you're following the right people, and just don't listen to just anyone on YouTube or Facebook or whatever you follow. Or again, don't listen to the crowd. Usually the crowd's wrong. So very important who you are following these days and who you are listening to. And again, don't let people tell you what to do. Find the right information, find the right tools, and get really good at finding opportunities on your own. That's what I want to achieve with Cardonomics. Be self-reliant. Don't rely on other people, because they could be making a video and that could be releasing a week later and they're going to be telling you, oh, this went up. But we want to see the opportunities before that happens. So not while it's happening. We want opportunities we can jump on, not things that are already taken off. So that's just what I wanted to point out. Again, Silver Tempest, I'm still happy to buy it at this. I don't need to now, because I bought Silver Tempest down here. You know, my average cost for Silver Tempest is below $200 a box, well below $200 AUD a box. So I don't need to buy more Silver Tempest. But if you don't have Silver Tempest and you're looking for some Sword and Shield action, well, it's still got a lot of catching up to do compared to the other sets. So definitely something to look at. So again, I'm going to leave the video here. I just wanted to shine a light on Sword and Shield, because not many people are talking about it currently. We've got the craziness happening in Japan right now, where sets are going nuts. We've got Scarlet and Violet, especially new sets coming, and what's coming in 2025. That's all the talk right now. So I just want to talk about something a bit different today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on the next one.